Good morning everyone. So today's session is Python tuple. Tuples are also efficient sequences in Python. It is another type of data structure in Python. Lists are mutable objects and tuples are immutable objects. So as mutable means updating and deleting operations are not allowed in tuples. Next, Python tuples. Tuples are very similar to list except that they are immutable. That means they cannot be changed. They are created using parentheses rather than in case of list you use square brackets. These are some differences of Python tuples and list. Tuples, items are surrounded by parentheses, whereas in list the items are surrounded by square brackets. Tuples are immutable, that they cannot change, whereas lists are mutable in nature. That means we can change elements, we can delete elements. There are 33 available methods on tuples, whereas there are 46 methods in list. In dictionary we can create keys using tuples, whereas in list we can't use list as keys. Here's an example of how to create a tuple. So simply it's a code like I have assigned a is equal to some values in parentheses, that it denotes tuple. When you print it, it will simply print the values. Type defines the type of the values, that type A is a type of tuple. An object can be converted to tuple by using tuple function. So an example of object converted to a tuple by using the function tuple. A is equal to some value, then when you print type A, it will print class list, and when you assign some another variable B is equal to tuple A, then you print it, then it will print the type of class will become tuple. Next, how to create a tuple in Python. Tuple is created by placing all the items inside a parenthesis, but you have to use commas in between them. You can use parenthesis as an optional purpose, but it is recommended that you use parenthesis. A tuple can have any number of items and they may be of different types, any type like integer, string, float, etc. So here is an example of how to create a tuple. First of all, empty tuple. How to create an empty tuple? Simply the name of tuple equal to blank parenthesis. Print my tuple. It's a empty tuple. Then tuple with integer values. Tuple with mixed data types. Nested tuples, like nested means one tuple within another tuple. Print tuple. Tuple can be created without parentheses. It is called tuple packing. See here, I am not using parentheses while creating tuple. So these are the outputs of these programs. Next, creating a tuple with one element is a bit tricky. How? When you give some value in double quotes and parentheses, it will treat it as string. See, my tuple equals to double quotes and parentheses hello, then it will print the class string. So to make it like a tuple, you have to give a comma after the element like this, then it will treat as a tuple. If you don't want to give parentheses, then also you have to give comma to represent it as a tuple. Next, accessing elements in a tuple. How to access elements of a tuple? Like from indexing, index values. You can access the values in the tuple with their index. Nested tuples are accessed using nested indexing. Negative indexing also supports here. Negative means if you specify -1, that means it represents the last element in the tuple. We can access a range of items in the tuple by using slicing operators. In further slides we will discuss that. Trying to reassign a value in a tuple causes a type error. As we cannot change the values of tuple, so it will give error. There's an example: marks some values, then at 0 index value contains 23 is printed, and at index 2 value 32 is printed. It is an example of nested tuple. Like with the help of this indexing you can get access to these elements, and it represents 0 index, it represents 1, and it represents 2. So here is an output of this example. Next, indexing. Here's another example of indexing. Like I am giving my tuple equal to some values, then you print my tuple 0 element, then means it will print P 5. Then indexing starts from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At 5 position T will print. When you print my tuple 6, it will give you an error because number of elements is always less than 1. So 6 is out of index. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 5 पे जाएगा. Nested tuple, when you print when you want to declare a tuple within a tuple or a tuple within a list, something like that. So it is an example of nested tuple. Next, negative indexing. As I told, negative is indexing for assessing tuple elements are supported by tuples. So here is an example. When you give my tuple some values, my tuple -1 denotes the last element in the tuple, and -6 starting from here, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and this is -6. It will print P. Slicing operator. How slicing operator works in tuples. So here is an example. When you want to print values from 2 to 4, you will use index 1 to 4. 4 means like one value less than this. Okay, so when you start from 1 to 4, that means P starting from here, R, O, G values will print. -7 means starting from -1 here, it will print P, U, and R. Starting from 0 and elements beginning to the second. Elements 8 to the end. Now from 8 start from 8 to end, that means it will print I and Z. Elements beginning to end. All elements you want to start from at the end, then you will simply mention here colon, then all values will be printed. Next, changing a tuple. As I told, tuples are immutable and the values cannot be changed, but item of mutable element, that is if you are using list within tuple, then you can change the value of that list in the tuple by index operator. See how when you give some value Sikandar, like some values, it is an example of list within a tuple. When you print it, it will simply print. And when you change the value of this particular index, because it is a list, then it allows you, because item of mutable element can be changed. So here is a new feature of tuple. As tuples are immutable, you cannot change the values, but if you are using list inside the tuple, then you can change the value of that list. Next, some more operators like plus and star. Plus denotes the concatenation and star denotes the repetition. So plus means it will combine the list, it will combine the tuples, as this parenthesis denotes tuple, and repeat means it will repeat 3 times this element. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Next, deleting a tuple. As I told, we cannot change the elements in the array. That means we cannot delete or remove items from a tuple. But deleting a tuple entirely is possible using the keyword delete. Particular elements can't be changed, but entire tuple can be deleted. So here's a tuple. when you want to delete some particular element, it will give you an error, but you try to delete the whole tuple, then it will delete, and when you use it again, it will give you not defined, because all the elements of tuple are deleted. Here are some Python tuple methods. Count and index. Count will return the number of items that is equal to x, and index will return the first item that is equal to x. See how when you print total count of elements of p is my tuple dot count p, so it will show you the position of p. It will show you the occurrences of p. Like here are 2 occurrences of p, that means the output of this will be 2. Then index of L will be 0, 1, 2, 3. 3. So answer will be 3. Next, membership test. Membership operators are in and not in. So here's an example. It will give result in the form of true and false. My tuple A, P, P, L, E. This is a tuple. When you print A in my tuple, it will print true. B in my tuple, B is not present here, so that means it is false. G not in my tuple, it gives you true because it is not present in my tuple. Iterating through a tuple. As in list we can print through iterating, also tuple can print through iterating. Using a for loop we can iterate through each item in a tuple. Here is an example. For name in names, print hello name. It will print like this. All the elements of tuple are printed like this. Next, these are some built-in functions with tuple. All, any, enumerate. Enumerate an object, like it contains the index and value of all the items of tuple as pairs. Length will return the number of items in the tuple. Maximum returns the largest item in the tuple. Minimum will give the minimum value, minimum item in the tuple. Sorted will generate a sorted list for you. Sum will sum all the elements in the tuple. And tuple, it convert iteratable like list, string, set, dictionary to a tuple. When you want to convert an object to tuple, then you can use tuple function. Next, some advantages of tuple over list. Since tuples are quite similar to list, both of them are used in similar situations. Like some are examples, some are the advantages. We generally use tuples for heterogeneous data types, like different data types, and list for homogeneous data types, means similar type of data types. Tuples are immutable. Iterating through a tuple is faster than with list, so there is a slight performance boost. Tuples that contain immutable elements can be used as a key for a dictionary. With list, this is not possible. It can't be possible. If you have data that doesn't change, implementing it as tuple will guarantee that it remains right predictive. So these are some advantages of tuple over list. Thank you.